this caution tape and these barricades, making sure that people don't get near this. Negotiations to fund the government and provide money for the border wall will continue Thursday. It's cold out here. It's cold, and that wind is not making it feel any better. We're talking about 5 vehicles spread all over this area. I want you to take a look at the first vehicle. You can see that it crashed into this cornfield right behind me, and you can see the path that vehicle caused. I did a little shopping, this plastic bag proof of my purchase, but next week, Bexley City Council could vote to ban the plastic in the city. Well, it's Christmas chaos in California as ice and snow causes a huge pileup on a highway near San Bernardino. Some of the scary moments caught on camera.
This guy's about to hit this, people. Watch out!
I confronted Trustee Chair Melanie Lanahan for answers. Do you have anything to say to these people? Walk with me over here. You can see the 4th vehicle right here, heavy damage to the front passenger side. So forceful, this impact, the wheel torn off.
Gotta go check my Mega Millions tickets in the car.
Yeah, me too. The Christmas miracle may not be over just yet.
Chris, if I'm not here tomorrow, there was a Christmas miracle.
But don't forget your friends, Marshall. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Right now, law enforcement doing their part to keep impaired drivers off the roads. Same thing for a mom I talked to earlier today. An impaired driver took her son away from her, causing a life of pain, and now she wants all of you to make better choices. Take a good look at this young man. His name is Joey Cruey. He lived for only 18 years. The high school senior was killed in a car crash by a woman who was high after huffing a can of compressed air.
She hit them at 78 plus miles an hour head-on, driver to driver. My son's seatbelt was cut from the wreckage and he was ejected out the back window where he broke his neck and he died.
That was in September of 2010. Joey's mom, Laura, holds tight to this class photo her son took before he died.
The guidance counselor brought Joey's pictures in. We didn't know. So these are the last pictures of Joey.
To get through the pain, Laura Cruey works with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, sharing her son's story to spare other families her pain.
And I started out with Joey's picture smiling like this to the car crash with him laying on the ground covered by his white sheet with his wallet on his chest to identify who he is.
Impaired driving is always a concern, especially on holiday weekends. According to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, in Franklin County, there were 16 OVI-related fatal crashes in 2017, 26 a year later. This weekend, law enforcement will be present, stepping up patrols and holding sobriety checkpoints. If you're going to celebrate, all this mom wants is for you to have a plan.
Somebody pick the short straw and be the DD. Take turns. Use the local transportation, your taxis, your Ubers, your Lyfts. You know, if you can't plan ahead, if you can't be the DD and you can't do any of those, then party at home.
Important reminders from that mom. Now, this checkpoint will last until around 12:30 in the morning. After that, law enforcement throughout Central Ohio, they will be on the roads watching out for those impaired drivers. And that mom, you heard from her. If you're going to be out this entire weekend having any celebrations, just make sure that you make some smart choices. We're live in Hilliard tonight. I'm Bryant Maddrick, ABC 6 News.
My body is very sore.
On the phone, I talked with Elizabeth Moore, a woman lucky to be alive. Saturday morning, just before 8, Columbus police say she was driving south on I-71 between Dublin, Granville, and Morse Roads when she hydroplaned because of rainy conditions.
When I hydroplaned, my shoulder hit the window, then my head hit the window, and I started to black out a little bit. And I kept saying, absolutely not. I've got friends and family, and I've got these kids, and I'm not leaving. I cannot black out. I can't pass out.
Moore's van flipped and slid into a creek. She was trapped.
Water was rushing in on my side, so it was very scary not being able to get out.
The only thing on her mind was survival.
You know, I just thought, God, please let somebody find me.
Someone did. Moore credits her guardian angels. Another driver who witnessed the crash called police.
It was so far off that we probably wouldn't have saw it without the witness helping us out.
Get it open,
This video from Columbus Police shows Officer Jason Pinnerwood talking and comforting Moore until fire personnel arrived to free her.
You can just wait there, ma'am. Fire's just pulling up now, okay? We'll get you out.
It was good to be there, to be able to help her, let her know that the fire department was on their way and that they're going to be able to get her out of her car since she was still trapped in it.
He was all I had right then and there to tell me, like, hey, just hold on, like they're coming, like it's okay.
It was okay, and this mom thanks the people who gave her a second chance.
I'm here, I'm alive, I'm able to, hug my kids, and I'm thankful for that.
Bryant, how's she doing tonight?
Well, Stacia Moore is doing pretty well. She suffered some bumps and bruises, and tonight she's dealing with some shoulder pain. But all in all, she's just thankful that someone came to her aid. Back to you. Baseball is called America's pastime. But before the game, the people who make this country great were remembered and honored. Like Perilla served in World War II.
We were part of the greatest generation. 16 million of us put on a uniform and destroyed Nazism and then Japanese imperialism.
Throwing out the first pitch at tonight's Clippers game, the 95-year-old represents those who are no longer here.
I'm the only one left.
On the 75th anniversary of D-Day, honors were held on the ground and in the air. These warbirds taking part in this ceremonial flyover. Before the event, we caught up with the pilots.
We're honoring the 160,000 souls that gave their lives for our freedom and liberty today, and the 126 warships that went down today.
Timothy Wildman Wild is the lead pilot.
Being part of formation flights and honoring our fallen soldiers, this is what it's all about, giving back.
Pilot Jim Wilson of Columbus knows what it means to give back. He's a retired Air Force fighter pilot and veteran of Vietnam and Desert Storm. I asked him what he hopes the people in these seats think about as they fly above.
I just want them to have pride in their country, pride in all their military and all the fine folks that make up, you know, the military and everything that they try to do.
A proper tribute on the ground and in the sky for the greatest generation. Outside Huntington Park, I'm Bryant Maddrick, ABC 6 News. Right now at 10, the rain in central Ohio turning into a wintry mix. And dare we even say it, snow. We're giving you a live look at the first warning radar on the left of your screen, and on the right is downtown Columbus. We have team coverage for you tonight. An organization that helps the area's most needy got a little help themselves. Volunteers with Sherwin-Williams took time to help spruce up the Dream Center. People painted several rooms inside the facility that helps the homeless. The center provides food, showers, and a place to do laundry for homeless people. We're just days away from the start of the Safe Streets program in Columbus. It's now in its third year. The program aims to make police very visible in neighborhoods where crime is a big problem. Jeff Reddick is back now, and he finds out this year the program is expanding once again. All right, some breaking news tonight. Even though President Trump is on vacation, he's focusing on immigration this weekend. He directed the State Department to cut off aid to 3 Central American countries. This move comes after he renewed a threat to close the U.S.-Mexico border within the next few days. Natasha Chen is at the border with a closer look. 5 decades after Woodstock sent the 60s out with a bang, a new exhibit shows what the iconic festival was all about. A special exhibit opens this weekend at the museum at Bethel Woods, which is the site where the concert began. It features more than 170 items demonstrating what the youth of '69 wanted for the world. There's all sorts of guitars, clothing, art, photography, and of course music.
It really was.
The original concert begins August 16th. Now, wild horses couldn't drag him away, but health problems did. The Rolling Stones have to cancel their upcoming North American tour as lead singer Mick Jagger undergoes medical treatment.
Just 'cause you feel so good, you have to drive me out of my head.
On Twitter, Jagger says he's devastated, but he's working hard to be back on stage. The band's publicist says the 75-year-old singer is expected to make a full recovery. When that happens, the band will reschedule the dates. The tour was supposed to start next month in Miami. They didn't have a stop in Columbus. Their closest show would have been in Chicago. And we do want to wish a big happy birthday to part-time Columbus resident Eric Clapton. The legendary guitarist turned 74 today. Clapton's career has spanned more than 50 years, not to mention he's often ranked as one of the top 5 guitarists of all time. His wife is from Central Ohio. They often split their time staying at their properties all around the world, including at their home in Dublin. Well, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty for the Blue Jackets. Their fight for a playoff spot continues in the Music City. Are they rocking their way to the top, or is it Heartbreak Hotel? Clay Hall breaks it down in 6 minutes. All right, this picture gives a whole new definition to skunky beer. Check this out. A skunk in Massachusetts manages to get his head stuck in an empty beer can. Animal Control took this little critter in to remove the can. Earlier this evening, the skunk, he was released back into the wild, maybe a little tipsy too. Animal Control says he was very pleased to be back home.
You know, I don't know why, but it just seemed, I don't know, it just kind of went together. I feel like it could be a meme or something.
What more would you expect of a skunk?
I know, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking.